Okay, so I need to post it still, but I bought this collection of baseball, basketball, and football cards. I went through the baseball stuff, and there was some good stuff. There was some odd. It was all autos. This is auto collection. I got some autos like Mike Bibby, Sharif Abdul Rahim, J. Will, D. Will, some other guys. No superstars. Some one or two Steve Francis. So arguably some stars, but no superstars. And there was a 203 like pro autos and 98 draft, and so there's way more football and baseball. In the football portion, we got of draft stuff around 209 cards according to what the guy did with the math, and 429 pro stuff. And with baseball, which seems to be the biggest, we got 532 pro stuff, 253 of the draft. You can hear my dog, I think, checking his food bowl in the background. So I kind of scanned the baseball a little bit. I don't think there's going to be anything great in this. If it's anything near like what I got in the basketball, I'll be real happy, but we'll see. So let's get started. All right, first card is actually nice, Gavin Floyd, so that's cool. A little bit better in the common there for sure. Tyler Flowers, Emilio Bonifacio, Patrick Ryan, so lots of guys that didn't pan out. Corwin Malone. I can see us getting stuff like Jermaine Dyes and stuff like that in this lot, but no stars. Edward Prash, Wilmy Caceros. This dude, am I going to try to pronounce his name? Ansman, so lots of commons. Majeski. Some of these I don't even feel. Javier Rodriguez, I don't feel like pronouncing. So lots of commons. Alex Cobb, he played for a little bit. Just, okay, here's a Furcal. Faded auto, but nice card. Lonnie Chisnell. Zeth Smith, he was okay. Quentin Miller. Ryan Hannigan. You hear the dog drinking water. Evan McLean. And Keith Ginter. I know he was okay, so lots of commons. Okay, this is a nice dual auto on top here from probably a ComC kind of card, but I'll do that one last. Another Alex Cobb. Matt Green. Matt Moses, 189 or 199. I guess it doesn't matter. Actually, 139. Okay, a dual Jeremy Black, Scott Shaw. I don't know. Some commons. Durazo. I think his stuff actually sells okay. So, remember I had a card of him. I was surprised. Bailster, whoever that is. Adam Pyatt, remember him? In the back, Pagan and Coates. Let's see if it's numbered, because he might have some low numbered stuff in here. Martinez. Okay, Nady, he's okay. I'll throw him in that pile, even though he wasn't that good. Some Santiago dude who's a common. Phil Seibel. Merrick. Bo Jones, he was supposed to be all right, didn't pan out. Burris. It's hard to read some of the fronts, so I look at the backs first. Okay, Aubrey Huff. Stuff doesn't go for that much, but that'll go in like my semi-star pile. I do some eBay lots, so I'll probably throw that in there. Okay, Orlando Hudson. I remember he was okay. And here's that car I was talking about. Probably go to ComC. Bannister and Bonzer, numbered 1 out of 40. Booth Bonzer had an all right career, but basically this is the kind of thing where people are collecting the set. You know, it's a nice low-numbered set. It's kind of nice. You can sell those for more than they're worth sometimes. I remember this card. Who was this? Brian Finch, okay? I'm going to go like this. Throw this. Lots of commons so far. I think the football lot's going to be nicer. It'll be somewhere in between the basketball and the baseball, but I don't feel like we're going to get any bangers in this. Oddly enough, a third Alex Cobb. DJ Jones. Common. Okay, Juan Rinkin. I remember hearing about him. Here's a Rios. Nice looking card. Sikwa. Is that of 100? Lipinski, Lindbergh. Some of these guys I've never heard of. Juan Pena. Okay, I know he was all right. Mike Penny. I think there was like two guys, Mike Penny, this one with the E and one without. Franklin Perez, I'll just throw these in this pile just in case. Greg Dobbs. Okay, there's a nice one. Mark Mulder. Okay, that's out of 100. That's cool. Okay, so that's probably the best name so far. Definitely Mark Mulder. There's another Hudson. Miller. Who's this? Oxspring. I never heard of him. Jorge Padilla, he was okay. Movell and Iagna. Actually, in the last slot, there was actually some, like, this one French player who hardly played in the NBA. Scrub. But his autos sell for, like, really good. So that was a surprise. Like, I'm talking, like, $40 good. Sometimes if you're the first in the country playing the NBA, Horatio Ramirez. Show. Bud Norris, he was okay. I have a ton of his autos. Interesting looking card. Cody Satterwhite. That's a cool looking card, but I never heard of the guy. Okay, here's an exquisite of Juan Perez. Just because it's an exquisite, I'll throw it in that pile. Jorge Julio. Andre Torres. Brazelton, I remember him. Abercrombie, he was supposed to be good. Wasn't he? Actually, he was a 23rd round pick. Jose Vidro, he's okay. Forsyth, I remember he was all right. Lafferty, Graham, and Abercrombie. Glenn Perkins, he was decent. Sports Kings, Awamura, definitely throw it in here. Sometimes the Asian players sell really well. Chris Seddon, Masney, and Jeremy Giambi. So Jeremy Giambi was okay. Obviously, his brother had the better career, Jason, but so we'll probably get through these a lot faster. Triddle, whoever he is, LaForest, Waldrop. That's a cool set, though. I always like that set. Cortez. These are pretty cool looking cards for just kind of scrubs. I always like the playoff cards. Albert, Alvarez, Jesse Crane was all right. Switzer, Snyder. So just lots of common sours. He didn't pan out. Warren Morris didn't really pan out. Had an okay career. Tons of Warren Morris here. Nichols, Sardinia. Morgan, I remember him. He was okay. I'll throw it in this pile just because I can probably see that. Nick Schmidt. Carlos Gutierrez. Okay, I've heard of him, so I always like the autographics, especially in basketball. Hopefully there'll be some in the football box because there are a lot of really cool 90s autos like that. Chatwood, who we got here? Travis Snyder, Kenzing, Cooper. Okay, Victor Alvarez. I remember he was all right. Rich Aurora. So yeah, Rich Aurora. He was solid. One of the better names for sure. D Brown. He was okay. I'll throw that in this pile for the heck of it. Cannon. Jerome Williams. I remember him. Jerome Williams is okay. I'll throw him in that pile, even though probably there's Blevins. He was all right. Finch, Conti, Zach Duke didn't pan out. Prentice Redmond. Who we have here? Hasegawa. That might be the same dude. I'll throw him in the perhaps good pile. All right, Chuck James actually had an all right career. Tyler Johnson, Adam Moore. Yeah. Because I know that the Chuck James, I always throw those in like the box for my. He's better than a common, but when I do eBay auto game use lots, I throw them in there. Kind of throw in the semi-stars. Okay, Richard Hidalgo, he was decent. Enrique Wilson, he was all right. I don't even know who that guy is. Qualls. Michael Kadire. So Michael, surprised it's out of 1,500. He had a nice career. It wasn't great, but they had some talent. And then let me see when his rookie was. Was that late 90s? No, 2002. They did have some good players. Delvin James. Jacques Jones, solid Twins player. had a nice career. Mike Johnson. I think he was, wasn't he a Marlin? Here he's a Pirate, but I thought he was a Marlin. Siebel. Carlos Lee. Solid player. Good power hitter. Here's Jimenez. Royster. Thames. That being Marcus. A couple comments here. Tankersley, he was all right. Norton and John. So, yeah, I'm assuming that the baseball is going to be the worst. Maybe get some role players, semi-stars if I'm lucky, and then just tons of just commons. Couple guys here. Is this Trevor? Yep, Trevor Plow. Yeah. Brazelton. Bailey. Putnam. Didn't pan out. Sarfetti, yeah, he wasn't very good. No. There's a nice Rich Harden. What year is this? 02? 03. So throw that there. He was a decent player. Hurd, Hacker. Cool set. Oh, Vernon Wells. So, yeah, he was a semi-star. Throw him up there. We got Travis Dawkins. Good-looking autos, you know. Pacific did it right. Kenny, Roberts. Rafael Soriano. He was a good relief pitcher, if I'm not mistaken. Mike Rouse and Walter Young at 200. It's like, hey, they made a piece of art out of you. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to have I go through the condition, check them out. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of commons. Hopefully the best card I haven't yet pulled. Probably be like something from a really good set of a mediocre player. Josh Bard didn't pan out. Brandon Allen. It's probably one of the newest cards you're going to see here, 2010. Lean. Lofgren. Davis. I might going to print Barnowski or something like that. Just commons. Freddie Guzman, he was alright. Alberto Gonzalez, 2008. One of the newer cards. That's a nice looking card. David Murphy, he had a 250, but I mean, you think it would be lower numbered when it's gold. Moore, Guzman. Ian Snell, he was alright. Josh Bell. I think that holder seen better days. Flores. I'm just going to take this card out of his nasty holder here. I don't know what the hell happened here. That's the grossest holder. Clean there, though. Alright, let's see what we got. Hopefully some better names. Joe Saunders, he was okay. Brown, Romero. What is this? Can't tell. Oh, it's Jimmy Rollins. That's nice. Jimmy Rollins had a nice career. So that's nice. One of the nicest cards of the lot so far. Okay, I don't know what the heck got on some of these holders. Like someone's dog pissed on them or something. But I'm just taking the cards out straight away here. Actually put the ones that are in soft sleeves off to the side so they don't go slipping out. Okay, who we got? Chavez, Klein, Brad Nelson, more commons, Guthrie, Carlos Martinez. There's a whole lot of Carlos Martinez. I know there's the one good one, so we'll see if that's him. I get them mixed up. So Adrian Hernandez. I think he was all right, but Greg Smith, Zeth Smith, he was a power hitter. Had an all right career. You see, just Montero, he had like one or two decent seasons, and then he just disappeared. And then Ollendorf, I remember him. I think Ross Ollendorf was all right. A little pile here left over. Ooh, we got a Cracker Jack. Is that Jack Wilson? Whoops, Craig Wilson, my bad. Got some upside down ones. Angel Chavez, D. Brown. Now we're back to being flipped here. Broadway, just commons, brothers. Let's see. Nothing exciting. Randy Wolf, he was decent. These cards are making me bored, man. And it's ironic. There's like double the amount of cards as the basketball stuff, but I'm gonna probably be done with this quicker because it's just mostly commons. I think the football, like I said, will be between the basketball and the baseball. We got a duel of Capella and Valdez. We got Ginter. He was all right. I have some. A lot of these cards I've seen before. Usually people send me commons, and this is a lot of commons, but oh well. Just off the basketball alone, I made out, so. Mike Lamb, he was okay. I'll throw him in this pile. Nice looking card out of 199. And then there was like one or two baseball got mixed in the basketball. Oh, here's a Harden, so that's nice. And so I have to go downstairs and get them. I think there was like one or two serial numbered. Did I go through these ones yet? Oh, no. I don't think I did. Commons. Ryan Church was alright. Wylan Rosario was okay. Who's this? Jason Jennings. He actually was alright, but kind of a couple good seasons. I thought he was going to be legit, and then nothing. See, usually ones like this, you get like some decent checklists, but yeah, this is a lower name. Brandon Jones, Fernando Martinez. Still got a ton of cards to go through, but we're flying through here because this is just guys that didn't pan out or commons. And here's another pile of card on the top's dirty. Let me take this card out of its. See, the holder's okay. It's the bag got a little nasty. We have here Paulino, he was alright. Beltran Perez, and some commons. Ben Grieve, I mean, this is definitely late 90s, right? You can't tell, it's really, really small, but I'm pretty sure. I think Martise was okay, but I'm getting so bored with these commons, man. Yeah, I should take a break and drink some coffee. Okay, that's a dirty one, so I'm going to put it there. Lindstrom. I feel like Michael Young, he was alright. There's just so many misses in baseball. A lot less in basketball, and then to a degree in football. So I think we're definitely going to get some good players in the football lot. I had a feeling that the baseball would be the worst as a whole. All commons. Take this Zess Smith out, this little dirty holder. A little small pile here. Oh, Felix Pie, right? Yeah, he didn't pan out. It's a cool looking card. Milton Bradley. Okay, Milton Bradley was solid. That dude was a little bit nuts, but he could play. So that's a nicer auto there. So it looks like some semi-star autos. Don't think we really could say we have any star autos, but some semi-stars for sure. Urban's off. Like I said, what I paid him already ahead. Just commons. All right, Paul Mahomes. He's okay. Martinez. Hey, Graham Coons. Was he an Australian dude, I think? See if it says. But I remember Graham Coons being all right. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he was an Aussie. But yeah, just bleh. Jack Cust was all right. Ryan Sheely, I remember he was okay. I'll throw the Cuss too. So a lot of these will be like just eBay lots. Throw some semi-stars in. Paul Mahomes again. Michael Griffin. Dallas McPherson. Okay, he was all right. Throw him there. Jennings. Alex Gordon. Okay. I remember he was all right, so I'll throw that Alex Gordon over here. Josh Wilson. Who's this? Oh, Iyer. Yeah, he didn't pan out. We have here Adrian Gonzalez. I know the name, so I'll throw him there. Another Griffin and Garrett Atkins. He was okay. But yeah, it's going to be fun checking the condition of these when I get a chance. I'll have a whole lot of holders because these will be going in my box. I need to have a wholesaler I can sell the commons to. Got a dual one there. I would say we're definitely halfway through. Paulino. Bono. Ramirez. Simon. Yeah, he definitely opened a lot of just boring stuff. I mean, there's a little bit of cool stuff, like Exquisite. That's like 1 or 2 cards. Colby Miller, he was okay. Bobby Crosby, okay. Seems like there's a lot of solid A's players. Because we saw the, who was that pitcher? Mark Mulder, we saw. And Grieve, Giambi, Veteran Commons. Kip Wells, here's a Capellan. Okay, that's out of 35, so that goes in here, because that's definitely ComC material. And we got some upside down ones, so I'm going to go flip these back up right. This guy used cheap holders, because some of them start coloring. Jeff Francis was all right. Pierce, duel of Snell and Valdez. Ian Snell was all right. Adam Everett, okay, he was a decent player. Throw him up there. Josh Fogg, I remember him. And again, Carlos Pena, that's nice. It's like a draft one. Of course, there's multiple Carlos Penas. John Lieber, okay, that's nice looking. Yankees auto, and that's from the, yeah, it's from a nice set too, so I'll throw it up there, even though people, that's the kind of set people will collect. Brooks, I remember him. I have so many of this card. I bought them on eBay when I was like my teens, I think. These are, yeah, 97. I bought like a Kotsay a lot. It's a semi-star. Nick Jackson. What's this out of 50? Ooh, out of 25. Okay, so Juarez, but that's going to ComC. Low number card. Connor Jackson was all right. Humber, Rouse. Todd Williams, never heard of him. Valiant. What year was this? 99. I've heard of him, but Varela. Okay, Doug DeVore. Where's what did I say? We have some Jermaine Dyes in here. Haven't seen any yet. I feel like we will. That'll be like the best name. All right, I'm dropping the rubber bands. I have to clean this table off. It's just kind of gross after all these old cards and stuff. I'm gonna have to getting like hair and just gross stuff on the table. Great. So be nice to who we got here. Kevin Wett, he was okay. Oliver Perez. Commons. Pablo Ozuna. There, Jacques Jones. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Dan Herron, but I love this set. It's out of 100. People actually collect that. This Another Jock Jones. But he had a nice career. Definitely like a semi-star. Fringe. Neil Joseph. Sean Henn. I remember when he didn't pan out. I don't even know who that guy is. Mark Redmond, he was okay. It's an autographics. People collect that set. Adam Pye. Lone Star Signatures. They had some huge names. They did this in football as well. And I remember buying lots of those too. Back in the day. Phillips Pye. Gavin Floyd. All right, he was nice. Collier. Yeah, guy's definitely Hawaiian. Fed off. So lots of commons. Some I've heard of, some I haven't. See what we got here. Okay, some commons. One's a Yankee though. Okay, who we have here? Blaylock. Yep, Hank Blaylock out of 824. And then finally, Sanchez. So, I mean, there's some okay names. Oh, we got a nice little, it's common, but Donner Signature Series, always like this. What we got here? Oliver Perez, Reed, who's this? Registry. Okay, Adam LaRoche, he was okay. Eric Munson, he didn't pan out. There's Richard Hidalgo, he was decent, had a couple good years. Not numbered, but yeah, Donner Signature Series. I really liked the playoff and Donner stuff when it was owned by them. Warren Morris didn't pan out. Okay, what else we got? Aubrey Huff is okay. That's out of 330. I'm so tired. I haven't eaten my breakfast yet. Ugh. Keep that Kareem Garcia. Keep that blood sugar down. I wonder who they pulled from these ones. What solid players? This guy Jeff Clement. He was all right. He clearly didn't know basketball as much because he left in a lot of good semi-stars, fringe stars. But baseball, Austin Kearns, he was okay. Adam Kennedy. So these are like, guys that were solid, had decent careers, but nothing that's going to be worth over, The cards that are worth most in these are the low numbers that'll go on ComC of the no names. Most of these other guys are like, $4 or $5 cards that are the name guys. Okay, see Tim James snuck in, basketball player. But, Joe Kennedy, most of these are just going to be commons. Cesar Izturis, okay, there you go. Tyler Johnson, Valentine. I don't know if any of these guys had any good careers. I always check the stats, so if one guy slips through, but for the most part, David Murphy was okay. Maybe this came from like this lady's dad, and her husband went through them. I mean, maybe that guy was more into baseball and just kind of kept the mediocre guys. I don't know, but here's a nice card. At least I got some low numbered stuff, right? We have here Ken Huckabee, not familiar with him. Kenzine was okay. Glenn Perkins was all right. I'll throw it up there. They had Perkins as a closer for a little bit. Warren Morris. Daniel Bard was okay, but I swear we've had a bunch of him. Yeah, just commons. Mark Ellis. Okay, Mark Ellis was decent. He had a nice career. You see here. Yeah, Mark Ellis wasn't bad. So you got his baseball stats. Yeah, that's when he was a young dude, but he did have a nice career. Hampson, he was mediocre, but I'll throw him up there. Hernandez. Hammock. Paulino, that was a cool insert, though. Orlando Hudson out of 50. See, that's One I was talking about, the low numbered. Not really low numbered, but maybe I'll see it. Roger Cedeno, he was okay. Perkins again. We have here, and look at the back. Blake DeWitt, and he was alright, and then bats, so because of DeWitt. Ricky Leday, he did not pan out huge, but he lasted for a little bit there. He might have a series ring, I think, with the Yankees, am I right? Kevin Manchi was alright. More Felix Pie, he didn't pan out, I thought he might. Okay, Jay Gibbons, he was a fun dude to watch. Jay Gibbons had a nice, solid career, wasn't great, but yeah, you look at the back here, 15-round trippers in 01. I wonder if, yeah, he had a career. Orlando Hudson. Yeah, a lot of these are just kind of, even in this pile in the background there's nothing crazy. I'm probably not going to do the trade. I trade for junk game using autos. A lot of the stuff probably won't even make it there. It's either going to ComC or it's for my eBay lots. So people get some semi-stars in there. Okay, we have a duel at the top, but we'll go through these ones first. Baker, Jose Nunez was okay. I love this set. That's really cool. But Brandon Behringer. But there were some bangers in that lot. We got Brian Snyder, Garcia. Gavin Floyd, that's nice. He did have a nice career. Alan Dykstra. Didn't pan out, but you look at the year here. So it's probably Lenny's son, but yeah. This dude didn't pan. Just lots of them here. I'm looking forward to the football, but probably be a couple weeks before I do that. Okay, Wilton Guerrero. He had an alright career, and that's a dirty case, so I'll pull him out of there. Angel Guzman wasn't bad. That's out. 15 here was the number. Jay Marshall, Con Robinson. Never heard of him, but like I said, a set builder's going to want those. What I'm going to do here is find a case, pull the dude out of the case, and so Wilton can have a case. There you go, a little loose, but goes down with the loosies. Okay, what do we got? Gary Matthews, who's all right. Sean Hill. I'll go through these, check the numbers in case I missed. Andre Torres. I have here. They're out. Yeah, he didn't pan out. Nice set. Adam Leaned had a couple good seasons. He could hit with some power. So you see this out of 32. That'll go on ComC for a set builder. Oh, Garrett Anderson. Okay, one of the better names. He had a nice career. He had a couple hundred home runs. I'm going to guess around 200. Nice hitter. Craig Monroe. See, this dude, you should look at this and you're like, yeah, that dude looks like a baseball player. Nice signature, but yeah, Craig Monroe didn't really pan. 73 out of 73, though, so I'll just throw it on ComC. But yeah, some dudes just look like baseball players, and you're like, who is this? John Mayberry. He was actually all right, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we're getting there. There's actually some nice manufactured patches over there. Yeah, the baseball, a little worse than I expected, but I guess we've got a dirty case. Get rid of that, throw those cases out. Cameron, Antoine Cameron, common. Like I said, even the common autos of value. I mean, I can move them one way or another. Team lots. I gotta make some team lots just to get rid of some stuff with the solid popular teams. Okay, look at that. Okay, best card. David Price, Drew Stubbs. Okay, this is the best card so far. It's a USA card, but dude, David Price, legit. Drew Stubbs was even all right, but yeah, David Price, this is the biggest name. I'll probably PC that if it's in decent shape, just because I always like David Price. So thanks for that one. Definitely probably the best pitcher of the lot. Could argue Mark Mulder, I guess, but who's this nice looking card? Jake Woods. I think I've heard of him, but Oliver Perez. See if we get a better name than David Price. Victor Alvarez, look at that. He was all right, but that's a crazy. I love it. Look what he made a little baseball with the O. I might keep that just because of that. 11 out of 100. That's just funny. Sometimes people will do that. There's one dude that like defaced his card and gave himself like a fake facial hair, like a goatee. It was pretty funny. Probably Google it and you'll see Brent Francisco. Commons. Who's that? Jason Hart. Castillo. David Segui. I like this set a lot. I actually had a Rivera. I traded it foolishly. It wasn't a gold. It was one of the silvers, but I pulled it out of a pack in high school and I should have kept it. But the worst is I had a Brady auto. I traded for a ton of junk game used autos. That was bad. Michael Bourne. He had a nice career. And by a lot, I'm talking like 300-400. So, fames, but still, yeah, it didn't pan out for me, obviously. I wish I would have kept that Brady auto for sure. It was an Upper Deck. I got it from sending a whole lot of damaged stuff in back when that Upper Deck had really good customer service. They also sent me like Favre auto, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning. I got those. I got those grade. Really wish I would have had that Brady though. Should have graded that and kept it. All right, Rocco Balladelle. He was all right. Coy Hill. Cool looking. I like this set. Roosevelt Brown. Usually the autographics are, a little bit better names, but yeah. Green. Hewitt. Danny Espinosa. I'm going to sneeze from this dust. Tony Alvarez. Ian Snell, who was all right. Kyle Sleeth. Boy, I'm just trying to get through this stuff, I guess. We got a couple more piles here. Then we got like the last maybe half a dozen piles. So we're like 75% done. Yeah. Redmond. Chris Benson. Okay, he wasn't that bad from what I remember. Yeah, 10 and 12. I remember he was all right. An 80. He was all right. These people actually collect this set, but yeah, the autos fade so badly you can barely see them. Really stupid to use a dark pen to sign that. Robnet did not pan. Guthrie was all right. I'm going through fast. It's just Brad Penny. He had a nice career. Going through fast. Rich Thompson, he was all right too. It's just because they're commons. Brooks Brown, S.J. Harris. Yeah, I gotta clean up this now. It's like all this hair and dirt from all these commons. Kevin Young, he was okay. Have here on the back. Moreland and Mark Robinson, not familiar. Numbered at 175. Here we have two scrubs. We have here Hacker. Evan Meek, he did not pan out. Jesus, Kota, he was all right. All right, the last bunch of piles. Looks like there's a lot of draft, pretty much all draft stuff. So maybe there'll be some better names. Actually, yes. Could this be who I think it is? Okay, either someone has his name or, okay, you'll see what I mean. Perhaps, usually draft stuff is not what you want. I'm seeing some names I recognize. So this is interesting. Yeah, you'll know what I mean in a minute here. I'm gonna flip this over a second because these are all upside down. But there's a name in here. Up there with David Price. Was all the rage is my clue. Played for the Cubs. Okay, now these are upside down. Colvin. Okay, Sean Hill. I'll throw that in this pile because that's not minor league. What do we have here? Oh, Ruben Rivera. He was supposed to be good. Brett Hunter, question answer. What is your favorite band? I don't even know who that is. Hard to see. It looks like, I'm not sure who that is. Your favorite band? I don't even know. Arlon? I don't know. These are kind of cool. Look at this dude. Ryan Flaherty. Okay, he was all right. Question answer. Favorite 80s song, Take Me Home Tonight. Okay, that's kind of cool. And honestly, this is like so smart they did this. Okay, Roger, not Brooks. Texas Tech alumni. He wrote something that's kind of stupid, but maybe someone will want it. Take Me Home Tonight. That's hilarious. I think most guys will just look for like the quickest thing to write down. Like your favorite song and, like a one-word one. Joe Mays, he had all right. Okay, there's my Jermaine Dye. I knew there would be one in here. How did I know? Because I knew he was semi-starry enough, but decent name. Sean Casey had a good career. There it is. See, look, Kerry Wood. I'll have to look and find out. Is this the Kerry Wood? You look at the year 98. I don't know. Kind of looks like him, so that would be cool. If that is the Kerry Wood. We have here Putnam, heard of him, but I have so many of this guy. Ross Seaton, Dawkins. But that was who I had seen. Kerry Wood. So if that's the Kerry Wood, I might just PC it. Actually, Dexter Fowler, the sticker came off, but yeah, let's lose 7 out of 50. He had a decent career. Okay, let's flip these guys up. Is that Hermanson? Wasn't on the back yet, Chad. There's another Fowler. This one, the sticker worked. Oh, that's strange. Look, this is 8 out of 50, 7 out of 50. And we somehow have 8 out of 50. If you can see it. Kareem Garcia, he was decent. Who is this? Yeah, interesting. We're John Garland, so we're getting better names with this draft stuff. Adrian Brown, he was okay. As a whole, usually the draft stuff is the garbage because it's just guys that never panned out. But all right, we got 2 rows left, not a ton. We've popped through this. I think the football's going to take the longest. Even longer. The basketball would probably take longer. I don't know. We're at 42 minutes. Maybe not. Sanders, it's a cool looking card. Oh man, I don't know what happened here. You can see that gunk. Torres. Sosa. Hart. Roop. More of these. Your favorite Texas Tech alumni. Let's see if someone says something cool. See, look. Who'd you most admire growing up? MJ. That's pretty cool. High school mascot, Eagle. I mean, these are stupid, but I like the MJ one. Jacob Thompson. Watching Sean Doolittle play was an honor. Okay. This card got all nasty. I don't know what happened there. I do not want to know. So I'm going to throw this over here in the soft sleeves. Licky. Okay, Marcus Giles was nice. I don't know what happened. A little bit of whatever happened to that. It's not even a soft sleeve in this one. So I'm going to put it here where it's nice and safe. I'm going to have to do some cleaning when I'm done with this. A little sanitizing. John Roche. Ben Davis, he didn't really pan out. Funniest member of Team USA. Oh, Ryan Flaherty had an alright career. What year are these from? 2007. Tyson Ross, yeah, he was actually a decent player. Carlos Gutierrez. Austin Kearns, okay, there we go. See, it's a whole, we're getting better names. I've heard of Gorkys Hernandez, but Jay Austin. Here's a out of 25 duel. Tim Beckham and Jeremy Beckham. That's nice because it's out of 25, and I know Tim Beckham. I've heard of him. I don't know about Jeremy. Ross Seaton. Hopefully none of those got the crust or whatever the heck is. So now we're down to the last row. I don't know if like a cat jumped in the box and took a dump. I don't know. Some fell on the floor. So we have a little pile of 2 or 3. Good. Jerry Beckham manufactured patch. Got some manufactured patch. Some of these are upside down, looks like. Flip them right side up. Okay. Jack Cust, he was okay. Just lots of Jake Westbrook. He played for the Indians. He was all right. Or am I thinking of Jared Westbrook? Maybe I am. Kip Wells, Billy. He was okay. And lots of these guys are like me. Todd Walker. He has a decent career. Nothing too exciting in the baseball. Ryan Drees. He was all right. Who is this? Yeah, Jay Payton, Dante Powell. There were some bangers in that set. Signature Rookies was fun. I need to buy some more of that stuff from 92, 93 era. Jeff Jenkins, he was all right. Billy Bray, he was all right. Mark Mulder, there we go. Brandon Moss, I remember. Actually, I think he was solid. 8 out of 50, interestingly enough. I think Brandon Moss, or is it Zach Moss I'm thinking of? Let's see here. Augusta Green Jackets. We'll see. Warren Morris, he played for Pittsburgh for a minute. Papelbon, okay, he was all right. Eric Chavez, that dude had some power. He actually, yeah, he probably hit over 200 homers. We have here Randy Wolf, solid player. Enrique Wilson, he wasn't bad. So we're getting some names. Ben Davis didn't really pan out at all. AJ Burnett, solid pitcher. He was definitely solid. He was a Marlin. So, you know, finished with some names, but actually this one I'm going to throw in this pile because it's like a major league uniform. Oops, sorry about that. My bad. See if we can finish with this solid name. Okay, this is like a little... Okay, he's got that in a holder. Joe Saunders, he was okay. I guess I'll throw in this pile. Papelbon again. Everyone remembers him. Yeah, Red Sox, exactly. Adam Pyatt didn't really pan out at all. I think he had a couple seasons of power. Almonte. Okay, here's the two. We got Wade Miley, who actually was a decent baseball player, had a decent career. He was a Diamondback, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, so it says Arizona. And here's that guy again, Jeremy Beckham. So this is not Tim. This is the one I was less familiar with, but they made a cool little... People like those. So, went through them. Lots of, like, role players, maybe a couple semi-stars, lower-end brands. So, it was fun. Not nearly the quality of the basketball. I think the football is going to be in between. There'll probably be some, like, Jake Delomes and Mark Brunell's in there, maybe some decent wide receivers. I think it's more likely someone good will slip through. But yeah, this was not great, but as you can see, I mean, we had fun, went through a bunch of stuff. Thanks for watching.